Okay, the episode haven't even started yet and there's already a studio equipment. Anyway, Thomas's branch line is important, and so is Edward, but their bridges aren't strong enough as those on main line, so Topham Hatt isn't allowing heavy trains to pass through. Next day, Gordon grumbled dreadfully.
"What isn't fair?" asked Edward. "Letting branch line diesels pull main line trains. Never mind, Gordon, I'm sure Boko will let you pull his truck sometime." Gordon spluttered. "I won't pull Boko's dirty trucks. I won't run on branch lines. Why not? Would be a nice change."
Why is that steam rising in front of Gordon? And the top of a set is visible.
"Branch lines are vulgar."
Every evening, the two engines pull two fast trains from the station. Gordon always leaves first with the express for the main line, and Edward follows 5 minutes later with his train for the branch line. Edward is missing his eyebrows, and some wires are visible. And look at those lamps. Not even they're crooked, but those light bulbs are visibly sticking out from lamps.
But tonight there was trouble. A lady in a green floppy hat was saying goodbye to a friend. It was nearly time for Gordon to start. The fireman looked back towards the guard's van.
Express trains don't have a guard vans, they have brake coaches. Anyway, the fireman saw something green waving. He thought it was a guard's flag, so Gordon started, leaving luggage, passengers, and guard on the platform. Wait a second. What is this guy doing here? We saw him previously inside the coach. He couldn't just leave because right after the scene with him cuts, Gordon was on the way to leave.
To make matters worse, by the time Gordon had been stopped and brought back, Edward was already...
Edward has a big gap between his face and eye. Anyway, Edward set off first. Roof on his coach is crooked. To make matters worse, the signalman at the junction wasn't told about the change, so he sent Edward to the main line and Gordon to the branch. But are the lights supposed to be turned off in a brake coach? I mean, how can even the guards see where are brakes in that dark? Anyway, Gordon arrived cold and crossed the rest to the siding near the harbour. But if you will replay this footage, you can see that Gordon pushed the buffers out of place. Next morning, Bill and Ben arrived. There were no trucks, but only Gordon.
"What's that?" "Shh, it's Gordon. It looks like Gordon, but it can't be. Gordon never comes on the branch lines. He thinks them vulgar." Gordon pretended he hadn't heard them. "If it isn't Gordon," said Ben, "it's just a pile of old iron, which we'd better take to the scrapyard." "No, Bill, this lot's useless for scrap. We'll take it to the harbour and dump it in the sea."
Actually, this is a harbour.
"I am Gordon. Stop, stop!"
Gordon's eyes are pretty wonky.
Boko suddenly arrived. Gordon thought him the most beautiful sight he had ever seen. "Boko, my dear engine, save me!" Boko quickly sized up the situation and threatened to take away the trucks he had brought for Bill and Ben. This made the twins behave at once. Gordon thought he was wonderful. "Those little demons, how do you do it?" "Oh, well," said Boko, "it's just a knack."
We can see a tracks leading to a house painting, and Gordon's front bogey is derailed.
Don't we?
So those are all of the goofs found in Season 2 episode Wrong Road. I hope you all enjoyed this video, my dear train lovers, and I'll see you next time.